My boyfriend has a strict no girlfriends on Facebook policy. In 2 years, he hasn't posted a single photo of us or changed his relationship status. Normally, I'd try to be chill, but I've been cheated on before, so the hidden vibe really gets to me. I feel like people need to understand there is a difference between privacy and secrecy. You don't have to put everything in your relationship out there.
Yeah.
Privacy is actually a beautiful thing. It's not that he's like trying to keep me a secret.
I know what it looks like. Okay.
Speaking from
This
experience.
is speaking from experience as a guy who did dirt and was not a good guy at one point. Okay. I know what this looks like. Take it from a guy who will give you the real. Sorry to snitch, guys. If you post 99.9% of your life and the 0.1 is your girl that you don't post, that's not you being a private person. That's you being a secret person.
Yeah.
That's not privacy, bro. That's
Definitely.
not privacy. I'm sorry, man. I'm going to be real
It
here.
is.
You ain't liking her stuff. That's because people can go to your profile and see what you've liked. How you guys doing? Welcome to another episode of Love Up for Debate. Before I get into today's story, please, I need you to smash that like button and please subscribe. Help us keep growing. Please help us keep growing. We're doing really, really well. And we love bringing you these stories and giving you this amazing, incredible advice that we consistently bring you guys. Or even if it's not advice, you know, you're more than welcome to argue or debate with us. But please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Just help us keep growing. And we appreciate you being here. All right, without further ado.
My boyfriend has a strict no girlfriends on Facebook policy. In 2 years, he hasn't posted a single photo of us or changed his relationship status. Normally, I'd try to be chill, but I've been cheated on before, so the hidden vibe really gets to me. When we first started dating, he was supposed to be low contact with his ex, yet I caught him leaving comments on her pictures. Meanwhile, he's never commented on mine without me literally asking him to. Last time I updated my profile, he actually got annoyed that I asked for a like. He told me, now that you asked, I don't even want to. When he finally did leave a fire emoji, he went and left the same exact emoji on a post about a gaming chair right after. It felt like he was intentionally downplaying the gesture. I've been incredibly clear. Public acknowledgement makes me feel secure. I only updated my photos maybe twice a year, so it's not like I'm hunting for daily validation. I just updated my profile and cover photo a few hours ago. I know he's online, but he's ghosting the post. Between the social media secrecy and the fact that he's often critical of me in real life, I'm starting to feel like he doesn't actually like me. Am I the only one who thinks this is a deal breaker?
The old social media. The old...
Getting them good.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of couples.
Man. See, here's the problem here. The inconsistency. You can't tell her you don't like social media and you like doing stuff on social media, but your comments on your ex's page. That's the problem.
Yeah.
See, I can have your back. Because I don't like the social media stuff either. To a fault. There is a bit of give and take here. But if you're inconsistent, I cannot back you up because there's no excuse. You either don't want relationship stuff, or you don't want or you don't want like some sort of public, you don't engage much on social media, or you pick and choose who you do it with. And with the ex-girlfriend thing, sounds like you're picking and choosing. Now, question: did she say he did this while they were together? Like he commented on his ex's stuff, or he used to comment on his ex's stuff when they were together?
Yeah. You know what? Good question. Let me.
And now he doesn't do it anymore. Because
really
I
quick.
might have to change that if what she said was that he did it in the past. Because you're absolutely entitled to change how you approach social media. But if he did it while they were together, I'm not even going to attack him for commenting on his ex. That's already a problem in itself for commenting on his ex's stuff. But I don't know their relationship. Maybe she's cool with that.
That was when they first started dating.
Okay.
So they were together.
Okay. Even if I were to shoot him bail there, if like they first started dating and he did comment on his ex's stuff because like maybe him and the girl weren't like super, super close yet or super serious yet.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have done it. That's wrong. And maybe she should have called that out then. And maybe that was a red flag. But it's inconsistent now.
Yeah.
You either are on social media. You can't comment on your ex, and especially your ex out of all people. You ain't
That's
coming on your ex's
crazy.
stuff
That's
and not
crazy
comment
work.
on your girls or like your
Yeah.
girls' stuff. This gets really, really hard for me because I'm such a stickler on social media not defining a relationship and
Yeah.
not being so important or the end all be all of what a good or what deems like a good relationship. Oh, I do I do think there is I do think there should be some sort of privacy in a relationship. I know that a lot of people will say if your guy doesn't comment on your stuff or if he doesn't like your pics or your posts, then he's hiding you. But there is a world where some guys, me personally, I've had where, and I comment on your stuff and like your stuff all the time. So I'm not one of those guys who don't do it.
Yeah.
But for the times that I haven't done it, it's simply because I have had some girls, it's like who find out who your girl is or find out, and try to cause some sort of turmoil or
Yeah.
drama, especially if it's some sort of like girl you ghosted or dodged or did dirty in the past. These things do happen, right? So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes having a little bit of privacy or being like, look, I'm not trying to have the entire world in our business. Because the one thing I will say I hate, and I'm about to be all over the place with this, I hate a couple who, I won't say I hate. It's very annoying when I see a couple who is all over each other's stuff, and then when they break up, you know it because it's all over social media, and then they're talking trash about each other, or they ghost each other, or they just completely end each other's ways, and then they're
Yeah.
back together, and then you see them. Oh wait, the
Oh
girls,
my
the girl
goodness.
reposted all of her or unhid all of the
All of the
pictures she had with her
photos.
dude. Like, bro, we don't like y'all look crazy because now we know all your business, and maybe you don't care, and maybe I shouldn't judge, but like that's. Do you? That's why
Yeah,
sometimes I'm against the social media
of
stuff because as soon as
course.
something goes bad and now we aren't working out, I also don't want the world to know that part too. It's not like I only don't want the world to know when I'm doing good. I don't want them to know like when we're doing bad either. And
Of
sometimes people are
course.
very public with stuff like that where they're like, where they remove their boyfriend and you're like, oh, I know they're broke up. I know they're broke up, and then they put them back on their thing and like, oh, they
Oh,
must be
they're
back
back
together.
together.
It's like
Yes. We
we
see
see
it
it
all the
all, right?
time.
So I get the privacy sometimes from that. But go ahead.
Do
Go
feel
ahead. Sorry,
like
I got a
that
lot to say.
people need to understand there is a difference between privacy and secrecy.
Ooh,
I think that's
look
very
at you. I
important.
like
I
that.
know.
Okay.
I know a little
What y'all
something.
do? The little T. Okay, T. I like that. There's a
Uh,
difference between privacy and secrecy. Please
yeah.
elaborate.
Yeah, I mean, like with the whole social media thing, I used to be one of those girls that I felt like my man has to, you know, post me all the time
Mm-hmm.
and show me off and comment and do all the things. And it took me, I think, honestly, being with you was when I realized the difference between privacy and secrecy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to put all of your like everything in your relationship out there.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if you're like a couples, content creator and you're choosing to like share your life, that's totally different. The issue is when you personally feel like you need the validation, where you feel like your relationship is nothing unless your partner is like posting you and doing all the things on social media. And it's not the case. I mean, like we went through a period where like we weren't putting each other out there like that.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of feeling like, oh my gosh, like he's trying to like hide me or, it was one of those like realizations. And I just think that this also comes with like age
Age and
as
experience.
well.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes. That no, like privacy is actually a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that he's like trying to keep me a secret. What matters most is the friends know you, the family knows you, the people who truly matters.
Mm-hmm.
If they know you, you are not a secret.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not.
Mm-hmm.
Social media absolutely means nothing
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to your relationship.
Right.
Yes, I get it. Some people have been through a lot when it comes to maybe like a cheating partner and social media was involved. But that
A
is
lot of
not
times it's
always
involved.
the case.
It's not.
You
That's
know,
why this gets
if you are in a
hard.
good relationship
Mm-hmm.
and you have a great partner and you don't have to worry about the cheating, don't allow yourself to get caught up in the social media mess.
Yep.
But yes, I really just felt compelled to say that.
Yeah. You took
That
one of my
there,
talking points. That's literally
yeah,
what I was
that
going to
there
say.
is that
Yeah.
difference between privacy and secrecy.
Yeah.
Privacy is a beautiful thing. Share some things if you want to, if you both feel comfortable to. I love sharing certain things about us.
Yeah.
But you also aren't going to see like every single bit of us on social media. And also, if he doesn't post me for 2 years, I'm not worried about it. Like, our relationship is in a great place.
Yeah.
I have no insecurities when it comes to that. And I don't feel like it's a secret. So yeah, sorry.
No,
that
no.
that I jumped in. I just
no. I need you to. I wish I would have taken notes because you say so many things that trigger thoughts inside of me. I'm gonna try to.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to remember some of the.
I'll try to help you along the way. If,
Yeah, some of the talking
need
points you
help.
had were
Yeah.
good, and they just triggered like thoughts that I had. Okay, first and foremost, what I want to say, kind of back to some of the things that you said. When a girl sees, or anybody in a relationship sees social media as some sort of validation, this either is coming from what I think is that this comes from one of two things: a past relationship, something happened, or social media.
Yes.
Actually, maybe one of three things. Take that. Remove that. The first thing is you see other couples using social media for validation. That's wrong.
Yeah.
Don't do that. These couples that are on social media, excluding us, no, excluding us, are all. It's all a facade. Or I won't say every single one of them. A lot of them are a facade. We saw the one couple that are pretty popular. the
Christy
guy-
Scott and
Yeah.
Desmond.
Yeah, right. Like we saw what happened there. They
They had been going through
Yeah.
a lot for
Yeah.
months, and they were still creating the content and
Didn't
appearing
know.
to be happy. They're like the world's favorite couple.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
And then what
And
happened
then-
with the kid that played basketball? They were popular too, and he was cheating on her the whole time.
Austin McBroom and
Yeah.
Catherine.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
Right. So you see these couples all the time. Don't ignore those. Y'all always invest in these couples who look perfect online, and as soon as it doesn't work out, you guys go real silent. No. Use that and realize that these couples, like aren't always cracked up to what they appear to be. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. Don't let other couples fool you into thinking social media is validation for your relationship. The second thing is, I think that you could go through is that something from your past where a boyfriend either maybe cheated on or a girlfriend cheated on, used social media or some sort of something online, was hiding you from people, didn't post you, didn't comment on your stuff, maybe some sort of past thing. The third thing is the person that's telling you that now is inconsistent in their behavior online. This is where I think a lot of times is the problem and why this continues to go. And I already talked about kind of inconsistency with commenting on your ex's stuff. Here's the other part of that. Take the commenting on his ex's stuff out of this. When someone says, I don't share certain things on social media that are private, but the only thing that they don't share is their girl, they're just hiding their girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's inconsistent, because there are other major things in people's lives that if you were that secret or that secretive of a person take secretive. If you were that private of a person, you would also exclude from posting those things. But if you post 99.9% of your life and the 0.1 is your girl that you don't post, that's not you being a private person. That's you being a secret person.
Yeah. That's a great example.
I stand 100% behind that. Mm-hmm. And I stand 100% behind that because I've hidden girls from social media before. So I know what it looks like. Okay. This is
speaking from experience.
This is speaking from experience as a guy who did dirt and it was not a good guy at one point. Okay. I know what this looks like. Take it from a guy who will give you the real. Sorry to snitch, guys. I'm not an ally
Someone's
here.
got to do it.
All right. I'm not an ally here. Okay. I'm on the straight and narrow. and I'm loyal to my girl. So I'm here to give you the real. That's where the insecurity can stem from. It's like, oh, you say you're a private person, but you do you comment on other people's stuff. You like other people's stuff.
Yeah.
It's not even about just posting your girl. This guy's not even liking her stuff.
Yeah.
That's not privacy, bro.
Yeah, if that's
not
definitely
privacy. I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna be real
It
here. I
is
got to
given
be real.
secrecy.
I got to be real. You ain't liking her stuff. That's because people can go to your profile and see what you've liked. And if it comes up that you've liked your girlfriend's stuff or commented on it, you have now exposed that you have a girl. Now, and it doesn't even have to be like that, because you could be liking a lot of things, and she just happens to be one of the things that you're liking on social media. But how is it that you're liking everything else?
Yeah.
You comment on everything else except your girl stuff. That's not privacy. That's not you saying, I don't want to show my relationship to the world, because you're not. You're just showing your girl support. Clearly, that's the other point I want to bring up is, whether you want to live, or whether you care about social media or not, it's here. It's here to stay. It has changed the game. It has changed the entire world.
Yeah.
It's changed how people view relationships. I know we say it shouldn't matter in relationships, but it does. Again, kind of like in our last story, there are things in this world that we wish weren't the way they were, but they are. So we now have to maneuver with how things are. You cannot think that social media should matter in a relationship, but unfortunately, we are at a point where it does in a way.
Yeah, it consumes.
Now, it doesn't have to. I'm not saying like let it ruin a relationship or likes and stuff like that, but like the things that you do on social media are still an action of your character. They're still an action of your integrity. Just because it's online or on social media doesn't take away that attribute of it. Doesn't take away that aspect. So if you're liking I'll take it even further. If you're liking other girls' stuff, that's no different from checking a girl out in person or hollering at a girl in person, because you're showing attention. I don't care how many guys disagree with me on here. You're all full of shit. You're full of shit. I promise you. I don't care what y'all say. If you're showing another girl attention online, it's the same as showing her attention in person. Because if she were to DM you, you ain't ignoring it.
Yeah.
So shut that shit up. That is a tangent. Let me get back to the point at hand, okay? If you are liking a bunch of other stuff, commenting on a bunch of stuff, and the only person you're not is your girl, that's why she's insecure.
Yeah.
Now, if you were consistent across the board and you just didn't engage in social media, she probably wouldn't be as insecure. Because most girls would look at it being like, okay, like he's consistent across the board. It wouldn't even register as you being consistent to her. It would just continuously portray to her that, oh, he literally doesn't use social media.
That's a great point, because also women, we like to analyze things and don't think for a second that we're not like going and looking at certain things to figure out like what the issue is.
And this is where gaslighting comes in real handy for men. This is what real gaslighting is. When she knows what's going on and you tell her she's crazy for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, again, I don't know this guy personally, and I don't know her history. I don't know his history. So I don't want to I'm not going to kill this guy, right? But from my experience and from personal things I've done, she's not even asking for a lot. That's the crazy part. It's like, she's not like, hey, I want you to post me all the time. She's like, dude, I posted a picture. I just want to know you think I'm attractive.
Yeah. It's sad that that you have to ask.
Man, when you post a picture, I'm on there.
You are the first commenter.
You know why? Because y'all gonna fucking know that's my girl. Hey, y'all see this baddie that all y'all want? Mine. Yup. Hey, baby, you look good. Can't wait to tap that tonight. That's me, right? Because you know what I mean? But it's like, bro, girls are, she's not seeking validation from social media. She's seeking validation from you, dude.
From you.
And this is how she's going about it. Now, it doesn't make her right or wrong. Or doesn't make her right in the way that she's doing it. But if you know this and this is your girl, her feelings should matter than whatever self-serving, annoying little game that you're playing here.
Yeah.
I hate this.
Absolutely.
It's so dumb. It's like, Bro, your girl wants a like on social media, and your response is like, "Oh, I'm not gonna like it now."
Yeah, that is
Huh? What are you, 12? What kind? That's some
sounds like
weird
it.
vengeance. You're trying to teach her a lesson because she wants you to think she's pretty.
So crazy.
She's probably not even posting for other guys.
That's
She probably is really just posting for
posting for
you,
you
bro.
to get attention from
That's
you that
crazy. And
clearly
you
she's
don't.
not getting, and it's so sad.
It's sad because there's dudes out here that'll be all over her thing, and the only person she cares about is the one who ain't on it.
Yeah.
That's cruel, dude. That's being a bad boyfriend, man. I'm sorry. That's just not being a good dude, man.
Yeah.
You don't have to think I understand the idea of like not enabling your girl to make her think that social media should be validation for like how you feel about her. But if you were doing everything correctly, she wouldn't feel that way.
1000%. That is so important
It's
to
so
understand.
dude, this is why I hate when we act dumb about shit, man. And man, I hate when we act dumb about shit. We know this. We know when we're not doing the things that we're supposed to be doing in a relationship. And then her only source of validation is social media. She wouldn't even have that idea if you were doing everything else right.
Yeah. We wouldn't even bat an eye when it came to social media. Like if we felt so secure in our relationship.
Yep. Now, don't get me wrong. I get that there's insecurity with women, for sure. And you can have this discussion with her. You can have this communication with. But again, from what this girl's saying, now, there are women that take it to the extreme, for sure. And it could be, like I said, the second thing could be from a past relationship. We need to talk about that.
Yeah.
But again, if you were consistent on how you behaved on social media, because God forbid, I mean, what if you just deleted social media? Then you really didn't have social media and she couldn't trip about anything. The problem is you're inconsistent and she sees that inconsistency. And now she's questioning if that inconsistency is because she's literally questioning. And she asked the question, I just want to know if he even likes me anymore.
Yeah.
And you
That's
look
so
at it
sad.
and you're looking at it as like, wow, you're using social media. You think because I don't like a pic on social media that that I don't like you? No, dumbass. That's not what she's saying. She's saying she's getting no validation from you in any aspect of your relationship. And her last attempt, her desperate attempt of doing it on social media, you won't even do that. That's what she's saying. It's really that simple. And you've broken it down to make it sound like it's simple and like it's silly, and
Yeah.
it's not. It's not what she's asking. And if you just don't like her, then that's okay. Just say that.
Absolutely.
Stop the bullshit, though.
We're grown.
Yeah. It don't take no, like, I normally would give the advice that, hey, ma'am, don't seek validation from your partner online. But the advice I'm going to give now is, bro, she's asking for a fucking like on her picture. What are we talking about right now?
Yeah. I feel like we've had the conversation before about like there are going to be some things that are important to your partner that you're just going to find not so important to you, or just that it is that it's just so, you know, like crazy to ask of, but you love your partner and you know, like, okay, she or he is telling me that thing is just so high on their priority list. That is top 2 of what they need from me.
Yeah.
And it's not going to hurt me.
It's not going to hurt me.
It's not going to hurt me if I do it. So I'm going to do it because I am in a committed relationship and I love this person. I'm going to do it because it's what they need from me. I feel like people are just constantly thinking about themselves. What do I need in a relationship? Me. And it's like, no, like you do have to think of your partner.
Yeah.
Even if it's something so silly that you just think is like the most ridiculous thing, it's not silly and ridiculous to them.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where like a lot of like fights come into play in relationships, because like people are just so selfish in their relationship and they just like want things to be how they want them to be, and they don't care what their partner is asking of them or needing of them. that ask was so silly and it was so stupid and you're like invalidating their feelings. But it doesn't hurt you to do the thing that they're telling you that they need to feel secure. So why in the hell are we fighting with each other about this?
Yeah.
It could all be so simple.
It really could be.
Whatever it is that your partner needs, if it's not hurting you, just do it.
Yeah.
That's
it.
That's the secret. That's the secret to a healthy relationship. One of the secrets, one of the many secrets.
It's so dumb. Like you said, I just like, I couldn't say it better.
Crazy.
You're preaching. It doesn't hurt you to do. She's asking you to do it. Just do it. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? It could save an argument.
Why are you fighting with her?
It could save a relationship. It can make her feel better.
It's like,
for even if it's short-term dopamine spikes. Like, do it.
Yeah.
It's your girl. She's asking for it. Who's more important than her? Who's more important than her? The people who might find out you have a girlfriend.
Oh my God.
The people who might find out who you're dating. Bro, you're full of your shit. Nobody cares who you're dating, right? Okay? Listen, I've definitely had my moments of, yes, definitely had girls like online find out I was dating a girl and then try to like sabotage it. It's rare. It happened to me. And the times it happened to me was kind of when I was like, when I wilded out or a little bit after I was wilding out, right? Like, it doesn't happen to me today, because if a girl were to do it today, it would literally be like out of the blue. It would be wild to do, but like, she has access to all my stuff. So there'd be nothing like a girl could really, really get off. So whatever, like, you're worried about, I mean, it's probably not as, I don't know what other reason. Like I said, I get that. I get the whole like don't want to like, and don't want to enable your girl to make her think that. But like, again, it doesn't sound like she thinks that, and you can have that conversation for sure and see where it stems from. But again, I don't hate to sound redundant, but again, typically you don't have, like, she doesn't feel that way if you're doing like the other things right. But yeah, I can't say it any better. This doesn't hurt most men to do.
Yeah.
And I'm not even saying, I don't even think most women require like, oh, you post me all that. Some may, but I don't think most women, especially if they love you and you guys are in a real good committed relationship, are like, oh, post me, like all my stuff.
Those are also, let's not forget, those are the women who are just so fucking full of themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
And they'll let you know up front. Don't worry. It's not going to be like you're a couple years in and then she's like, oh, those are upfront girls and you can sense them from a mile away. Like, and that's okay. No judgment. Yeah. But yeah.
No, you're right. I just, again, you'll know that up front if social media like runs a girl's life. And we can have that conversation for sure. This girl doesn't sound like it's happening to her.
No.
And I probably should be talking to her more than the guy, because she's the one asking the question. But I don't know if he likes you or not, but I do think this is a bad tactic of him just basically not wanting to show that he has a girl. And I know a lot of people will disagree with that and will run with the whole narrative of, no, it's like social media shouldn't just like run a relationship. We're not saying that it should. But we are, you could have got this off 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. We are in a social media age, whether you like it or not. It's time to stop downplaying social media. It's a big part of our lives. It's a big part of our society. It's a big part of our relationships. A lot of us meet our partners online. A lot of us do stuff with our partners online. A lot of us post content online. A lot of us make money online on social medias. Y'all gotta quit down. I think we're at the point now where downplaying what social media means in a relationship, we are past that, because nowadays that's where we meet most of our partners. Yeah. It's probably, I haven't done the exact research on this, but I'm going to guess that online dating is probably the biggest way that people meet others now. So you don't get to run with the narrative that social media isn't important in a relationship anymore, when most of us are meeting our partners from social media. It's absolutely important. If you met your partner from social media and now the girl that you're dating is worried that you might meet someone else on social media, you don't then get to downplay it and be like, oh, social media shouldn't be that important. That's where you met your girl in the first place. So it's absolutely possible that you meet other women there in the same way.
Yes.
We're not meeting them at the clubs and gyms anymore. Like, we're meeting them online. They live somewhere else. Like, you can literally find a girl who lives in Orlando and cheat with her just by simply like shooting her a DM and y'all exchanging, pictures with each other.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to come across your lap anymore. You don't have to get lucky in Walmart anymore. You can
Not
do it. Yeah.
Walmart.
So social media is a huge part of our relationships. We can stop downplaying it now.
Yeah. I agree with that. Get with the times.
So when your girl says, hey, I want a little validation on the same platform where men meet women every freaking day. Yeah, maybe it's about that time to stop the bullshit. Again, I get that there's worlds where like, you're not a celebrity, bro. Like, who are you where you like got to keep everything private? I'm not saying don't keep it private. I'm down for privacy. Absolutely in a relationship for sure. I'm not speaking against that. I'm not speaking against that, but you don't get to have one foot in the door and one foot out. You don't get to be on one side of the fence and one. You're either a private person in totality or you're a public person. And the only thing you're private about is your girlfriend. And that's weird. Or no, it's not weird. It is very telling. It is a red flag. It's one thing if you're secretive about your kids and secretive about your family and about your job and about your girl. But if the entire world knows where you work, knows how many kids you have, knows your mom's name, knows what kind of car you drive, and the only one thing that they don't know is what the girl you date looks like, you're probably not a private person.
No. I feel like a lot of people needed to hear that one.
Listen, I'm not playing with y'all no more, man. Y'all gonna quit getting this bullshit off that I used to get off, okay? Rehabilitation over here, okay? Yeah, nah. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with the stuff that men are getting off. I told y'all in that Manosphere Red Pill that I'm coming and I'm here and I don't care. I'm going. Yeah, this ain't simping. I got my girl. I'm good. I don't need nothing else. Y'all gonna quit playing this dumbass game y'all keep playing.
Yeah.
Shorty wants a like on her pic, bro.
Just like it.
Yep.
Why wouldn't you want to, like...
Ma'am, do this. Post every sexy ass pic you got in there. Post them all. Post to your heart's content. Because clearly he ain't gonna like it.
I like that advice.
Yeah,
that'll bring
Post
out
them
some
all.
Insecurities of his.
Post them all.
Yes.
Little get back. I'm not always here for the retaliation and vengeance, but dudes got to start learning some lessons. Dudes got to start learning some lessons the hard way.
Yeah.
They got to start learning lessons the hard way. Let's see all the men who really do want you and don't mind liking your pics.
Because they will come out of the woodworks.
I ain't saying I'm not saying demean your character. You can keep it classy. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You got the sexy pic that's classy, but
I feel like sometimes
get some heart rates going.
Yeah, sometimes you have to with men like him, you have to keep him on his toes a little bit.
But you shouldn't have to.
You shouldn't have to.
But sometimes we need a reality check every so often.
Sometimes,
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
But also don't take that and enjoy what comes of it and use that for validation.
Yeah, no, have a motive.
Don't go down that rabbit hole.
Have a motive. Don't,
Because it's going to feel good getting the comments and such that clearly your partner's not giving you, but don't go down that rabbit hole of then constantly seeking that every single time. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think that, yes, social media, man, it just...
Yeah. And again, you asked me 10 years ago and I'd be like, yo, we got to chill on the social media playing a big role in our relationships. But it's here now.
Yeah.
We're done. We got to keep downplaying it. It plays a big role in our relationships.
It really does.
But for comparison, in publicity, taking your girl on a date in public and holding her hand as you walk down the sidewalk is the exact same thing these days in this era as posting your girl on your story. They go hand in hand. It's the same thing now. I'm telling you now, all the gurus and all the other people that are saying that social media shouldn't affect your dating life. It is here now, and it does. The reason it does is because the equivalent of what you used to do in the real world out in public is now online. Those things are one-to-one now. The same way your girl wants you to show her off in a public setting is the same way that, because the world has expanded now, it's grown, it's bigger now with online. So now it's not just, going down the street and going to a restaurant. Because, if you're okay with doing that, then you are doing public things, right, with your girl. It's the equivalent to liking a girl, commenting on your girl's picture, giving your girl a compliment in front of people is the same thing as giving your girl a compliment on her picture online. Those are equivalent now. Those are equivalent. You can argue with me if you want to, but social media is here and it's only getting bigger. It's only getting more. VR's coming, AR's coming. We got AI here. Like we're immersed in this world, and you can fight it and you can say it's not good for us, but it's also created a lot of great relationships.
Yeah, it
as
has.
well. It has a lot of benefits. I'd say the benefits outweigh the negatives. The only reason the negatives tend to show themselves a little bit more is because the effect from them tends to be a little bit more. You can feel it a little bit more, and you see it a lot more. But the positives that have come from social media are immense, and they're incredible. And yes, opening us to the entire world has hurt us a bit in our relationships with each other, but it also has helped us quite a bit as well. So we take the good with the bad. And now that we're here, we got to quit treating it like it is a separate entity. It is the real world now. It's not real in a sense of like the people on there aren't facading, but in your circle, and your girl online is the same girl that you live with or that you take on dates with. She's the same person. That's her, and that world is still real world for both of you guys. So if you're complimenting her in public and you hold her hand in public and you don't mind kissing her in public, then doing it online is no different. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not gonna keep beating a dead horse. Yeah, you know how I feel about the subject.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know what her question was. Does she like him? Does he like her anymore?
So that obviously that's a hard one to answer.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether he likes her or not. But what I can say is that it is bullshit. It is bullshit trying to say he's again, unless he's private in every aspect. Now, again, she didn't say that. She did mention the X thing. So I don't really know too much there. I mean, did he do it again, or did he stop doing it after that? Sure. And maybe he used to do it back in the day, but now he doesn't do it anymore because he learned some valuable lessons. Sure. Again, I am not against being private. I'm not against being private, but I am against inconsistency. If you're private, be private. But if you're private about everything but your girl, you're not private. You're secretive.
So she is wanting to know if she's the only one who thinks this is a deal breaker. So this is a deal breaker for her. She did, tell him that, let's see, that
I don't think
she needed that.
Yeah, I don't think her question
to feel secure.
Her question was, is it a deal breaker? Was that what she asked?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I want to do is tell her that your question is it a deal breaker? I think you feel like it's a deal breaker. What you want to know is it silly if it's a deal breaker? No, it's not. That's how you feel, and that's your boundary, and I'm not here to invalidate those feelings. If it's a deal breaker for you, you are entitled to that. You are allowed to break up with somebody. It's allowed to break your deal with somebody who doesn't show you the attention or support that you feel you deserve. Whether it's you're not silly for wanting that. Don't let that be, if everything else in the relationship is great and that's what you're basing, the success of your relationship on, no, then you are doing it wrong. But if they're inconsistent all the way around and because again, this stems from somewhere, then no, you're not wrong in this. This is not a deal breaker, but that's for you to that's for you to decide. That's for you to manage if you feel like this has spread into other aspects of the relationship, right? I'm not going to tell you to leave a guy who checks every single box except likes your posts online, but for some reason you feel insecure, and I don't think it's just because he doesn't like your picture.
Yeah. Yep. I always thought that there's a deep rooted issue when it comes to this type of social media stuff. That's
just a symptom.
Yeah.
The deep rooted issue is somewhere else. Figure out what that is, and then if that has to do with him, then the liking the picture is just it's just a subplot of the real thing.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's so important for people to hear is that there is a deeper, like, rooted issue when social media makes you feel a certain way.
Yep.
And it's very important to figure out, like, where does that stem from? And then, like, actually work on that. And if it really is your partner, then, definitely, definitely do something about that.
Yeah.
But if you find that it just stems from a past relationship or some sort of like childhood trauma because like you felt a certain way when somebody did something, like those are things that you then need to work on internally and then stop projecting it onto like your partner. But that's only if they're, like he said, consistent across the board, right? But yeah, I think that it's very important. Like we're all adults and we all also need to take accountability and realize like we are responsible for our healing.
Yeah.
And even if it does stem from something in the past, like you need to recognize that very quickly so that you can figure out like your insecurities and where they're stemming from and fix it.
Yeah. And the reason I do think they may stem from the past, but the reason I think he's contributing or they stem from him is when you say stuff like, I want you to like my picture. And he responds with, well, I'm definitely not liking it now. Or I'm not, you make
What
me
a
not want to
child.
like it now. Yeah. That's not, that lets me know that he's playing a major role in your insecurity. That's not a
1000%.
regular response.
Yeah.
That sounds vindictive and yes, very childish and immature and just another cop out of why he won't do it.
Yeah.
Because if I really am private, then I just have the conversation of like I have that serious conversation with you, like, and I don't know. I just think liking a picture is ridiculous on like, oh, I'm a private person. I don't even want to like your pics. But fine, even if I grant you that, even if I concede to that, the response of, oh, I'm definitely not doing it now because you said it. Now I really don't want to do it. Yeah, that's not him
So
being
crazy.
private. That vindictive response, that spiteful response lets me know that there's a different motive in why he's doing it. And, I'm just going to, that's just my assertion to this whole thing.
Yeah. Great point.
That,
Yeah.
because someone who's genuine in why they are doing it has a much different response. That ain't it.
Yeah, no. That's a crazy response.
Yeah.
I would be livid if that came out of your mouth.
No, I really don't want to do it. Like, huh?
Like, you're a grown man, and you should care about my needs.
Yeah. This will translate into other things that are important to you. Like you said, this is something that's important to her, and you don't have to think it's important, bro. She does. That's all that matters.
Yeah. I think she has a lot to think about.
Yeah.
With that being said,
Yeah.
Because, I mean, of course, we don't know everything. But as we're talking and unpacking things,
Well, all we got is what she's telling us. So based on her story, this is my advice. If he's got a different thing, by all means, feel free to send it to us. But based on what she's saying, she just wants to feel loved and liked by her partner.
Like we all do.
So
yeah,
that's all I got.
Yeah.
I'm done yelling at people today. So
until next time.
Until next time. Thank you guys. Please like and subscribe. And comment if you feel differently, if you agree. If you don't agree, I plan on men not agreeing with me, which is fine.
Yes. I know a lot of us have been through something with social media, so I want to hear from you.
I know. Exactly. How many men have tried to get that whole like, oh, I don't do stuff on social media? Like I feel like we've all tried to get that off at some point.
I want to hear about it in the comments.
Think if we're honest with each other, we have a reason. But, love it for debate. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye.
Peace out.